protested and gathered Asian Americans to say, hey, you're on the news, right? It was a big thing that we shouldn't have this party, y'all shouldn't have the party. They had the party the next year, right? They called it something else, but it was still the same situation. So the more things change, the more things stay the same. The whole student government thing, I was sort of tangentially involved. I was sort of involved with Jamal Saul's, his presidential run. I forgot, 2004 maybe? Yeah. You know, Asian Americans, black students, people were courted to get folks into certain positions. We saw the backroom deals going on. We felt the tension, right, of not belonging in the space in student government and receiving a lot of hate. Like, there's people just straight up looking at you and be like, you don't need to be in this room right now, right? We stirred things up. We basically, I would say that during my time as a student here, I graduated in 05, I really had the mission of getting Asian students loud. Does that make sense? Like, the stereotype is Asian Americans, Asian people just don't really protest, they don't really have the issues to present, and that's false. That's totally false. We saw that from the fraternity party that people were consenting to, right? It was only that year that loud Asians came in and said, we're not gonna have that. So that was my time at University of Florida. I just gotta give a big shout out to Professor Sharon Wright-Austin for being such an influence on my life. I don't know if she knows it, but we've been keeping in touch over the years. I'm a professor now, and I would say that people like her were role models to me, right? The classes I took are still in my mind. We're just talking about this. We're talking about Anita Hill. And the class I took with her, where she introduced me to the 80s and 90s, you know, Jesse Jackson, all this stuff. I didn't know this stuff growing up. And I still think about these different type of politics that I learned that I apply today in my classroom, right? I teach American studies, American history, hip-hop culture, and ethnic studies. So I would say that we kept things loud. We wanted Asian Americans to make sure they had a voice. They were not just props, right? And I would say that time still needs to be reassured. We need to relive that type of energy I thought that we brought to the community to say that as people of color, you cannot consent to the conditions that are set out for you, right? You just cannot relent and consent to white supremacy. And a lot of people were doing it. I don't care what color you are, right? Especially a lot of the Asian American students, and it still might be happening today. We wanted to be loud, so we went into the student government meetings and actually just kind of caused some issues. Standing up, doing spoken word, whatever. We did a lot of musical acts, and spoken word was big back in the day. Not anymore. Is it still big, spoken word poetry?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's coming back. Okay, that was our thing back in the day, and we had poetry troops, all this stuff. We wanted to be loud, and I think it worked. We have the Asian American Studies minor now, which Professor Wright-Austin is teaching Asian American